Today is August 19, 2026. It is 2:37 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was mostly about Zoran Mandani, New York City mayor. And and I just did one full video focusing on him because there were so many things I saw popping up. So I decided to make the video by itself. I might edit it second. You might see it come after this video. I might edit this one that I'm talking in right now first. So for this video, let's look for something affiliate to sponsor. Let's see here. Is there Barnes and Noble? Okay, you know I have a shop, by the way. Another way you could help support my channel. So click on some stuff to help support my channel. I'm not a good promoter. I'm horrible at this. So I don't want to do Walmart. Yesterday I saw, okay, let's do Barnes and Noble. Okay, so because school's gonna start and I know there will be college student buying books and whatnot. So alright, so for this video we're gonna promote Barnes and Noble, and if you see the link, just click on it to help support my channel. I was looking at, I'm not gonna show you that because not everybody wants to show their profile on a video. So for those my members, I truly appreciate you because I was just looking at it. Many of you, most of you have been supporting my channel for like 2 years, 2024. So I truly appreciate that. I would have shown you the background of that, but due to privacy, I don't know, not every members wants to show their name. I once did that and someone texted me and said, please do not show their name or their profile on the video. So that's why I'm not gonna do that. All right, but you know who you are, and I truly appreciate you. As you can see, YouTube is not helping at all. It's even getting worse, and I'm not the only one. There's another YouTuber that has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. I think she talks about politics and whatnot, and they're giving her a hard time. She says she used to make at least $10,000 a month. I was nowhere near that amount. They got me right out of the gate. Since I would say the moment I got into the monetization program, like 4 years ago, and I was starting to make more money. I got to $800, and then after that, never again. So Richmond, I'm doing this. Yes, don't get me wrong. Yes, I need money. There's a lot of things I want to do. I would love to make that much amount of money. But the kind of thing that's going on around the world where, look at the first video that I did, which I will be editing second, about Mayor Zandani. He spoke several languages, and then I didn't read too much comments under any of the videos that I share, but it seems like people were bashing him for speaking several languages. It's like stupid people are mocking smart people, similar to what Scott Pelley said. You know, they glorified villains and then they demonize people who's doing good.
But in this moment, this morning, our sacred rule of law is under attack. Journalism is under attack. Universities are under attack. Freedom of speech is under attack. And insidious fear is reaching through our schools, our businesses, our homes, and into our private thoughts. The fear to speak in America. Power can rewrite history with grotesque, false narratives. They can make criminals heroes and heroes criminals. Power can change the definition of the words we use to describe reality. Diversity is now described as illegal. Equity is to be shunned. Inclusion is a dirty word. This is an old playbook, my friends.
They just fired him.
It's unbelievable. So that's why I'm doing this. I don't know how long I'll be doing it, but too many negative things out there. So I'm doing it as, like I usually say, as an investment. It's a different type of investment for the future. I try my best to, I don't know, I don't go out of my way to say the right thing, but when I share some of this stuff with you, whatever opinion that I have is just, I share it with you. And I think it's against the norm that, well, it's not the norm, what crazy people, stupid people are putting out there. All right? But anyway, so we're gonna focus on the Harry, Meghan, and whatnot on this video. So this is the first tweet. Let's go on X. So that was the last video I shared on my last video, which will be video 2. I will switch it over. Alright, so the squad were talking. This was the threatening headline they were throwing at her when she left that cesspit. Fleet Street, you thought you were attacked inside the palace? Wait until you're outside. And they haven't stopped since. Okay, so that was, and I think some of the squad are bringing those headlines back again because of what happened to Jason Arday. So Daily Mail, when was that I said again? That was back in 2020. Make no mistake, it's an insult. Fleet Street jury said Meghan and Harry can expect no mercy after their stunning decision to go rogue and quit. Okay, that's when we didn't know too much what was going on behind the scene. Okay, when in fact it's the brother who kicked him out, and then later on we find out through Spare, he tried to do 50-50, they regret it.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between. A compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
And during that Sandrium speech, not Sandrium speech, the Center Bali speech, where he told us a lot without saying too much at the same time. He didn't give too much detail. So what we know now, and if we go back to that speech, he pretty much told us as much that he can tell us, and which was very informative. We could put one and one together with what we know now.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Alright, okay, so this is another video here. Worth noting for sure, the palace gave the press the green light to attack them even harder once they left the firm. And honestly, this analysis was after Clarkson wrote that vile piece about Meghan shortly after having a brunch with Camilla. Let's listen to this. It's almost 2 minutes. Whatever's on the screen, okay, you know what? Let me read these two and then I'll share the video and then move on. Bottom up. Thanks for posting this. This is what I was speaking about the other day, but I'm not that tech savvy to find old posts. These evil bastards are angrier every time they see their successes. They have failed to tearing them down and most importantly getting Meghan to hurt herself. Yeah, I'm telling you, the UK is masterful at this. This is no doubt. They are masterful at that. Why did the British media take Harry and Meghan's decision to live so personally? Maybe the palace make them do that. Did they think they had the right to abuse them day after day and Harry and Meghan weren't allowed to fight back or remove themselves from that environment? These people, for some reason, there's that disconnection they want you to have, not to connect with your senses at all. They want to be the one to control you. And I think in many shape, they do get to that point where they make people detach with reality. It's hard to explain, but I don't know. Again, this is why I feel like they're masterful at with psychology, controlling people's mind. All right, so let's listen to this and then I move on. Hopefully I have nothing to say in between.
This is the boss letting you know that you can take a shot. The movie Goodfellas was about somebody was murdered without permission. When you start talking about organizations like this, nothing happens, nothing is written, nothing is said without permission. So he had permission to write this.
Just left Camilla's
and here we go. There's no way that there's an article that would ever be written about anybody like this without expressed permission. And I'm sure speculation, I think somebody probably perused this before it went up.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Of course, it's such a short-sighted approach. Like, this documentary or docuseries has gotten almost 100 million hours of viewing, and the majority of the sentiments, like, let's just extract the UK, because a lot of people want to say, like, this is a UK issue. No, it's not. They over here now.
Yeah.
And we're looking at this. It's very global. You know, the Commonwealth has 8.5 billion people in it, mostly black and brown people, who identify with Meghan. So when you are saying these things about her, just understand that this Commonwealth that you are trying so hard to retain, because that is going to be the bottom line of not only your infrastructure, but also just plain economics.
Just money, yeah.
Alone.
Why do you think what's going on right now globally? Okay, she hit the nail on the head. Okay, what you see the United States is doing, there is connection with all those superpowers. The only difference is many of them are not showing their face at full value the same way the United States is doing. It's like they're paying this idiot to be the front and center to do the damages for them, and then if he is successful, okay, then you're gonna see everybody take their spot. All right, she is spot on. She is spot on.
And that these tiny voices that are making the rest of the UK look as though they are misogynistic and against black women and have volatile acts against women, everybody's looking over there like, what is wrong? What is wrong with you?
That's why when they go on those ambassadorships, remember we were covering that, they were super awkward because the people that were receiving them in these countries in which are under their foot, they were all like, yeah, what are you doing here? They're always tense and awkward because they don't want them there.
Right.
They stole all their stuff. They took all their wealth over the last couple of years, 100 years.
And they're doing it even more. If you go on my community board, I think yesterday I posted something about Trump is the United States. My God, it's very bad. What is it? Well, there it is. Okay. It's taking Venezuela's gold reserve. I think it was in the UK or something. I think they did something like that to Haiti too. This is unbelievable. Go on my community board to check it out. I don't want to focus too much on this. Yep, they're stealing. Everywhere they go, they're stealing. And I think they did to Iraq. Alright, next tweet. Let's pause. Okay, thousands of people are at Jason Arday's vigil and Trafalgar Square. 9 seconds only. Let me just go through it like this, okay? All these people. I'm not gonna go in the comments. I read some of the comments before when I was putting it on my list. Alright, all these people came out. I don't know. This is why Harry said this is so much bigger than just us. They're going after each and every one by one, one by one. When it's, you just never know when it's gonna be you. Alright, I didn't even let it play. I just wanted to share this with you, and I'm not gonna go in the comment. Alright, next. Some of the comments were brutal, but there were some good ones as well. Next tweet. After declaring he will solve homelessness in 5 years, Willie had made it worse. Literally, nobody should be surprised by this. All of Willie's projects are a scam and a fraud. Quote, Prince William has suffered a fresh blow as new government data revealed that homelessness has worsened in 4 of his Homeward program's 6 pilot locations. William has a long history of making grand declarations as part of his many PR stunts while having zero hope of delivering on them. Continues, the 5-year project launch with the ambition of eradicating homelessness nationwide now faces mounting question about whether its June 2028 target remained achievable. Prince William suffered blows as new government data reveal Prince of Wales's target is slipping away. I mean, these people, are they really investing in the project, or was it they just say it and they expect, hey, let the thing work itself out? Are they making any changes? Literally making changes, taking money from their account, go to certain things for things to be done, to move around physically. It's not just word being said. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see. OMG, this woman, Queen Counsel, should stay miles away from such causes. Jesus. Okay, so that's here. This lower topic here. Queen Camilla meets with victims of abuse at homelessness charity. Alright, that's what I was making reference to. I'm like, she needs to stay away from that. As for Egg, the ship has sailed away. It's so far away that it's become a tiny dot in the distance. It's about time. Didn't expect anything else. The man's a fraud like his wife. Okay, exactly. I'm beginning to feel sorry for this fool. A fool he is. Oh, please. Poor Willie suffered a blow and his target is slipping away. What the media is really trying to say is Willie's laziness and lies are shining bright. Toxic British media is still covering for toddler Willie. Oh, he worked so hard. That was a shade. Alright, next tweet. I have a lot of tweet. Oh my God, yesterday I lost part of my tweet. I had a list full of things to share with you about Haiti. It disappeared. I went on my recycle bin to recover it. It's gone. Now I'll have to go through all of my likes. It's gonna take forever to really find them because it's been months. Some of them are months. I just never had a chance to record them. I feel so bad about that. Next tweet. Is this a dig at Kkkhate or maybe even as WanK, who resort to using the supposed cancer card at every opportunity as an excuse for their laziness? First headline about the leftovers I found amused in a long time. Camilla's on King's Cancer. Look at my husband, nothing stop him. I don't know. Oh, that's all. There's no comment. It's just that people are laughing. I don't know what to say about that. Next tweet. That's an image. This man said Prince Harry will be very bald and broke at 50. That's in 9 years' time. If I wasn't a kind person, I would predict how this man would look like in those 9 years too. But it's a Monday and I'm a kind person. Let's pause this. Okay, the jackass already looked like someone with one foot already in the waiting room. Trust and believe when I say he will burst soon enough. If he doesn't make changes, he won't be with us to see Harry at 50. I'm telling you, the squad are savage. I've had a breakthrough. Jabo is advertising for Ozempic. Maybe one of his side hustle is that old-fashioned before and after gig people get in infomercials. Let me pause this. Okay, he is clearly not quite got to the bit where the after kicks in, but he probably should attend to it soon. Oh my god. Oh, are you serious? Oh, we'll miss his 9 neck. Oh, okay, I don't want to read anymore, okay? I don't want to read all those shades. Hey, karma is not too far. Alright, next tweet. She then asked Queen Elizabeth for permission. I remember the problem that the British media and their mouthpieces had because her grandson named his daughter after his grandmother. That's Lilibet Diana. Listen to how quiet they are. No, not the same energy, but they want you to believe that treatment of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her children is not about race when it clearly is about race. Anyway, congratulations to the friend of Jeremy Clarkson and Piers Morgan, Princess Eugenie, and the birth of her and Jack's daughter. Yeah, they had a baby. Princess Eugenie revealed baby's daughter's name, including a tribute to Queen Elizabeth. Eugenie and Jack Boseman welcomed their third child? They had 3? I actually thought this was the second. Their third child on August 3rd. But they waited 2 weeks to reveal her name. Let me pause for a second. How many children does Princess Eugenie have? For some reason, I thought it was only this. That last one is 2. Yeah, I asked Google how many kids Princess Eugenie has. Okay, Princess Eugenie, okay, 3 children with her husband Jack Boseman. August Philip Hawk Bosebank, born in 2021. Ernest George Ronnie Bosebank, I wasn't aware of this one. In 2023. Adele Elizabeth Anina Bosebank, 2026. So 2 boys, 1 girl. All right. Are there any pictures of this? Oh, that looks like Euginie, definitely. The head. Oh my god, I didn't know she has 2 kids. I swear. Oh, look at the older one. He gives me Archie's back a little bit. I didn't know about this one. Okay. See, this is what happens when you don't follow somebody. You don't know much about it. But anyway, so that's that. Go back to X. Alright, so there's no comment response to it. Let's go to the next. Okay, OMG. So that was this. Okay. WanK Law Works. On the left is Queen Charlotte. Her mother was Corona a Blackmore. She married King George III of United Kingdom in 1761. This queen had a black blood from her mother and her father. They described her as a true mulatto. They said that she had a wide nose and that her lips were too thick. This was kept secret until 1999 when a story was done on her. Okay, wait, is it bigger? Was done on her. She had 50. Oh my god! 15. Well, then again, there's what is it that TV show with 19 kids and counting? So all right, so that's not much. I guess back in the day with whatever. Okay, but 15 is a lot. She had 15 children, and one of them was Prince Edward, the father of Queen Victoria, great-great-great-grandmother of Queen Elizabeth II, the current Queen of England. So that was back then when she was alive. So black has been in that family before Meghan Markle. They just kept it quiet. Any comment? Bridgerton had it right. Yeah. Queen Charlotte was not even biracial because there were 500 years and 15 generations between her and her supposed, because there is no definitive proof that they even related, black ancestors. That's not the same with Meghan, whose mother is actually black. Yep, she exists in modern Bridgerton. I didn't know that. No, she was white. The black theory is very modern. They want to change everything, but whatever. Let's move on. I have no say on this. Next tweet. Okay, I posted that. Did I put it first? No. Okay. Prince William doesn't want to see Harry for the 30th anniversary of Diana's death. I mean, does this guy, I mean, he has an issue. If this is true, okay, he has an issue. Because Princess Diana wasn't only his mother, okay? Princess Diana was also Harry's mother. And then he speak ill of his mother. That's something really disturbing with him. Something really not right with him. All right, let me pause. All right. The second I saw this video here, I thought of Toby. He, the king, didn't become a king just like this in an instant. The people around him, little at a time, turned him into this. All right. I'm talking about the king of Morocco. All right. Egg, possibly future reign. If not egg, at least future. I'm talking his son. Sad state of affair. Usually when I write like this is because I'm running out of character. So this is the king of Morocco. That's him drunk on the street of France. All right, let me go into it and then I come back out. I'm not gonna go in the comment. Okay, check out the drunken king of Morocco living his best life in Paris, France. And Paris, France, while his then a great country is subjected to poverty, prostitution, human trafficking, and narco trafficking. Spending a large portion of his time at his chateau in France, King Mohammed VI on 80 million euro, 3,000 square meters palace right next to the Eiffel Tower, alongside countless real estate properties in France, the US, and the UK. He enjoyed the perks of $8.2 billion trust, never having to do a real day work. That's him and the street. والله لا محمد سادس ولا والله لا محمد سادس ولا. Jesus Christ. I don't even think he's in control of anything. I really don't. I actually, when I saw his son, when Meghan and Harry met him, okay, I have that video. I'll show a picture. I actually thought I held him higher standard because the way the son met Harry, and I even spoke about his weight, a healthy, skinny kind of thing. When I saw this video, I was surprised. That was him. That was the father. So which means I don't even think he's in control of anything. They probably he's under influence of stuff. And when you have these people around you and they want the position, and this is why this was happening in Spain, the border of Spain. Sending migrants to the border of Spain. Oh my God, I don't want to focus on this. Let's go back. All right, so back to this. We're focusing on this Diana's thing. The reason I brought this, and I said I'm comparing, this might be, if they don't take control of things in the UK, that might be William, in my humble opinion. Make him, put him on a pedestal, and he's drinking, they hiding, they lying for him, and all of that. And this is why they remove Harry. They try to get Harry in that position. All those drinking and smoking that they were saying, William actually was saying about Harry and things like that.
What? Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a policeman, but I haven't. I wouldn't want to be that now.
Most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
What would you want to do?
I think it's I don't know. It's a really tricky question. It goes through my head lots. I'd like to fly helicopters, definitely. I'd like to be some sort of helipilot, you know, working for the UN maybe or something like that. Go off and do some, you know, I'd have to be doing something active outside and doing sort of fun stuff, but with an edge to helping people.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
I truly believe they were giving Harry those stuff. Okay, when they realized they can't really control Harry, Harry was too smart for those people. Okay, Harry was voice of reasoning. He was too close to the Queen, he was too close to Charles, he was too close to William, while all these three top, okay, that was during when the Queen was alive, okay, Harry was giving them good advice. I truly believe this.
How did it feel being back? Being with her.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. You know, she's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, you know, protected and got the right people around. Well, protected and got the right people. Protected and got the right people.
This is not the first time I've been saying this. Okay, while the people around the Queen at that time, and now Charles and also William, advise them in the best way as possible. There's Harry. They've been trying to drug for distraction, but Harry was advising all the key players, decision makers, the right way. So they had to get Harry out of there. Okay, I have to come back to that mindset. They had to get Harry out of there because these people want to control these people. Where Harry said the father is trapped and they're scared. William as well.
My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave. And I have huge compassion for that.
But they can't get Harry. So when they realized, they try as many ways as possible, and then let alone, he brought a freaking smart woman to help him. So it was a big no-no for these people. They had to get Harry and Meghan out of there. Not only race, there were so many things around Harry and Meghan that they had to do what they had to do to get them out of there. They're too smart. They were too close to people of decision makers. They did not want Harry's brilliance and Meghan's brilliance to advise. I don't think Meghan will get involved, but at least, you know, there will be a certain topic where probably Harry will be talking to Meghan, and then Meghan will give her thought on whatever the situation might be, the topic, and then Harry will speak to the father based on his conclusion of whatever Meghan said to advise his father as well. It was too much for the men in gray suit around that trying to destroy the system. You know, the system is fine for them. Let's say that. The system, the way the structure of the system is fine for these people. But the little people, okay, what Zoran Mandani is doing to New York, it's a big no-no for these people. Which is what Harry somewhat is trying to do on his own. It's a big no-no for these people. So when Harry will be advising the Queen at that time, the father and the brother, it's a big no-no. It goes against what those establishment, the elite people. Okay, so this is why I share this. All right, I didn't explain it properly here because limited character to share all my thought. This is what they want out of William. Okay.
والله لو محمد سيد سوى له.
Got it? Let's do better.
Sending migrant on the border of Spain and whatever. But okay, let's leave that topic. We focus on Diana, all right, where William do not want Harry to join. All right, these two had some really bad parenting. It's not all Charles' fault, but I say he must bear some responsibility for how vindictive and angry his heir has turned out. Charles' parent did better. He is kinder to his brother Andrew than William is to Harry. But we have to understand, again, I'm going to some of my late talking points. Charles married Diana by force. They wanted him to marry. He want nothing to do with Diana. His marriage to Diana was a performative for the firm. In my humble opinion, the moment those two kids came out, he was done with the firm, performing for the firm in terms of having heir and spare, whatnot. Okay, there's no human connection, in my humble opinion, for the two boys. It's like, okay, you wanted me to marry Diana for the sake of the position? Here, there's the kids, I'm done. All right, that's why he spent so much time with Camilla at that time. And then now, look at this. He's married to her. So, and he does more things for, what's her name, Camilla's kids than he does to for Harry. And I think that would have been the same thing for William too, but because William is the heir, so there were some stuff already established for him, like being Prince of Wales, what comes along with that title. Alright, it's very clear to me that while I think Harry, wrongly in my opinion, will welcome reconciliation with his brother, he is also not begging William either. He isn't sending messages or calls. I think at one point Harry was messaging and calling William, trying to open dialogue, and even Omid said that Harry tried to get a mutual friend to act as an intermediary, but William refused. I think Harry's main focus is his father. That's why he said there's space between him and his brother. I think he's done.
Your relationship with your father? Is he taking your calls now?
Yeah, he is. There's a lot to work through there. You know, I feel really let down because he's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like. My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave. And I have huge compassion for that.
As for his relationship with Prince William?
The relationship is space.
I find that's what enraged William, that Harry is making overtures to Charles, but nothing toward William. I guess William is playing like hard to get. Well, he's saying, I don't want you, but still you have to chase him. I don't know. Crazy mindset, but whatever. That Harry is publicly stating that he wants to mend fences with his father and bring his family over to see him, but doesn't make any such mention about William. This is all the crash out of a narcissistic psychopath who believes everything and everyone revolves around him. William called his mother paranoid and silenced her voice. That's what I was saying. Spare us the pretend dedication to Diana. However, he put the monarchy first that time, didn't he? Or himself. But not for the veterans when he should show up for Invictus, because it's not duty first, it's William first. No. You're telling... Let me just block this. No time for this. Okay, I think it's funny that they think we'll be invited. I mean, Princess Diana, like I was saying at the beginning, Princess Diana is Harry's mother as well. Was Harry's mother as well. Alright, there's the rest here. Let's move on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop here. When I start the next video, part 2, we're gonna start with I think Princess Diana's brother Charles Spencer promoting his book. We're gonna start with this, but it's gonna be about the book that he wrote about Princess Diana. Okay, a lot of squaddies already ordered the book. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And my members, like I said at the beginning, thank you for your support. Many of you have been there since 2024. I appreciate it. And new subscribers, welcome. And don't forget which promotion. I forgot which promotion that I was dedicated for this channel. I'll look at the beginning. I forgot. Oh, Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble. I think it was Barnes & Noble. Where is it? Oh, well. So for college students, if you want to buy books, you know, check Barnes & Noble to help support my channel. That is it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
The love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.